Hello everyone. In Glasnost, the first episode of For All Mankind Season 4, Ed Baldwin seems to be dealing with some health concerns, which may be the reason he's hesitant to come back to Earth. Glasnost begins 8 years after the conclusion of For All Mankind Season 3, with preparations underway to place the first man on an asteroid, after the customary time leap. Surprisingly, Ed is more than happy to hand the credit to his old friend Grigory Kuznetsov. But as the fourth season of For All Mankind unfolds, the reasons Ed chose to remain aboard Ranger 1 become more apparent. With Clint Eastwood portraying him in a film about the race to Mars, Ed has become something of a living legend, according to the opening montage of For All Mankind Season 4. But it's also revealed that Ed hasn't been to Mars since his ex-wife Karen Baldwin's passing, given that his daughter Kelly is raising her kid back home. Karen's passing cannot be the main reason he is prevented from returning to Earth. There are indications that Ed's reluctance to return to Earth is related to his physical state, and there is evidently more to his decision to stay on Mars than just his sadness over Karen. Ed appears to be suffering from a bodily condition as he watches Grigory land on the asteroid. When he tries to hold onto the joystick, his hand shakes dramatically, and he needs to wait for the shaking to pass before he can resume his tasks. Space is lethal, dangerous, and extremely unforgiving, as the terrible death of Grigory demonstrates. Therefore, even the smallest error in judgment or mistake could turn fatal for those under Ed's leadership. His hand tremor is a concerning indication of a neurological ailment that could be attributed to his approaching age. For the time being, Ed seems to be in control of his condition, but if untreated, it could lead to major problems in For All Mankind Season 4. In the last scene of For All Mankind Season 4, Episode 1, Glasnost, Ed is shown self-medicating, indicating that he hasn't visited a doctor regarding his tremor. At the end of the episode, Ed smokes a marijuana by himself in his quarters. It's both an indication of Ed Baldwin's aging gracefully and a concerning sign of his health, since medical marijuana is used to treat ailments including chronic pain and muscular spasms. It seems sense that Ed would be smoking a joint in his quarters following the tense events of the fourth season opener. Ed informs his daughter Kelly earlier in For All Mankind Season 4, Episode 1, that he won't be returning home as scheduled. It doesn't take long to see that Ed Baldwin has made many other decisions to remain on Mars rather than return to Earth. More plausible explanation for this choice could come from his failing health than from any sorrow for Karen's passing at the conclusion of For All Mankind Season 3. It's likely that Ed won't be permitted to enter space again if he goes back to Earth. It makes perfect sense for Ed to start making plans for a retirement on Mars, as he is aware of his condition and knows that if the truth about his illness is revealed, he will never be permitted to fly again. Ed can still aid in the Happy Valley colony's growth on the Red Planet. Ed Baldwin faces the possibility of being cut out of the plans for the future of humanity the moment he returns to Earth. As For All Mankind Season 4 progresses, he still has an opportunity to change things on Mars, at least for the time being.